Hello everyone, welcome to the classroom of pharmaceutical chemistry 2. Here we are studying about the antibiotics, and in the previous class or last class we have discussed about introduction of antibiotic along with their classification. And we know that the various scientists in earlier times they discovered the antibiotics, and every antibiotics have its own story, whether it was an accidental discovery or whether it was an intentional discovery. But antibiotics are sharing a large proportion of medicines in today's world, and treating many conditions unconditionally without any other competitions. But the thing is that we have to antibiotic use for in terms of use, we have to choose it carefully. We have to choose it through the doctor's permission and the prescription and in a proper way. So today we are going to start the about penicillins. At the image says the penicillin there is obtained from a algae. Okay, an algae that produce penicillin, and the story behind the penicillin is that that the penicillin was first discovered antibiotic and discovered by Sir Alexander Fleming in 1928 when he was working in a lab, and just left the bacterial colony and went for a vacation. And when he returned after vacation, he saw that some algae and covered the his petri, and he saw that there are inhibition zone of inhibition and the antibiotic activity. So from them, from the algae he discovered the penicillin. And the facts about penicillin is that Sir Alexander Fleming discovered the penicillin in 1928 from a fungus, that is Penicillium notatum. Okay, so the organism was responsible for the natural penicillin is Penicillium notatum. It was the first discovered antibiotic. Okay, and it is bacteriostatic with beta-lactam ring. In earlier classes, we have classified antibiotic according to the effectiveness of antibiotic, whether it is bacteriostatic or bactericidal. So it is comes under the bacteriostatic antibiotic, and it is having a beta-lactam ring, and it is a narrow spectrum antibiotic work only against gram-positive bacteria. And the mechanism of penicillin is that it is work by interfering cell wall synthesis, or it is inhibit the synthesis of peptidoglycan, which form a cross-linked mesh in the cell wall of bacteria. By doing so, the peptidoglycan protects the bacterial cell, whether the penicillin interferes with the cell wall synthesis and ruptures the bacterial cell. Okay, so these are the key facts about penicillin. And the penicillins are generally administered through the intramuscular route or subcutaneous route or intravenous route. Okay, so this is the main structure of beta-lactam antibiotics. When we are talking about penicillin, the cephalosporin comes automatically because they are brother-like, and the penicillin and cephalosporin both are beta-lactam antibiotics due to the presence of beta-lactam ring. So here the beta-lactam ring is indicated here. Okay, so beta-lactam ring in the penicillin, along with beta-lactam ring, the other ring is thiazolidine ring. Okay, so thiazolidine ring is the heterocyclic ring. You have studied about thiazolidine in IUPAC nomenclature of heterocyclic compounds. So this is thiazolidine. Thia means sulfur, and azole is named when there is a nitrogen present in heterocyclic ring. So here the sulfur and nitrogen both are present in the ring. So this is thiazolidine ring, and the complete ring system is an penicillin, where there is ketone ring along with carboxylic acid, dimethyl substitution, and amino acyl group. So this is known as amino acyl groups. So the R changes with various structure and the different kind of penicillins obtained, whether in the cephalosporin. So in later on in the syllabus we have cephalosporin also. So that's why I am discussing the cephalosporin right now. It is also comes under the beta-lactam ring, where there is beta-lactam, along with that other ring is dihydrothiazine ring. Okay, thiazine, that is the thiazole and thiazine. Okay, thiazole, it means 5-membered ring containing sulfur and nitrogen. Thiazine, it is 6-membered ring containing nitrogen and sulfur. So that's why along with that the cephalosporin having ketone group, carboxylic acid group, but it does not have any dimethyl substitution. Along with this other there is no amino acyl group. So this is the structural features of beta lactam antibiotics, penicillin as well as cephalosporin. So penicillins are classified according to their origin, whether there is a natural or semi-synthetic. Natural penicillin, there are also classified into two classes, that is acid labile and acid resistant. The beta lactam ring and the structure of penicillin, it is very much uh, susceptible for acid hydrolysis or acid degradation. That's why the first discovered penicillin, that was the penicillin G or benzyl penicillin, it is acid labile. That means it easily degrades by the acid. Due to the presence of acid, it breaks the beta lactam ring. As well as the acid resistant penicillin, that means the penicillin that resist the acid to break the penicillin structure, and that is penicillin B or phenoxymethyl penicillin. We have this individual compound in our syllabus, and we'll study one by one, knowing their structure, IUPAC name and brand name, along with their uses, properties, etc. Under semi-synthetic classes of penicillin, they are again classified in penicillin is resistant penicillin, beta-lactamase inhibitor, as well as extended spectrum penicillin. So by semi-synthetic process, they are available in such form that the activity of the penicillin increased along with the decrease of acid resistance, acid labile power. So in the penicillin is resistant, that means the penicillin under this class that resistant to the enzyme penicillinase that may present in a bacteria that degrade the penicillin structure, and by doing so they are generally inhibit the action of penicillin. So under penicillin is resistant penicillin, there are methicillin, cloxacillin, and oxacillin, nafacillin. These are some drugs under penicillinase resistant. And under beta lactamase inhibitor, beta lactamase is again an enzyme which inhibit the enzyme beta lactamase. Beta lactam ring. So the enzyme that hydrolyze the beta lactam ring is known as beta lactamase. And under this beta lactamase inhibitor, that is clavulanic acid is very much useful, and again we combined with other penicillin to extend its spectrum and extend its activity, and for broad spectrum. And along with the clavulanic acid, that is there are tazobactam and sulbactam available for beta lactamase inhibitor of semi-synthetic classes. Along with these two classes, there are again another class, that is extended spectrum, which also have a very much selectivity towards the gram negative bacteria also. Whereas the penicillin in a general form, it is effective against gram positive bacteria like coccus, but that may be pneumococcus, that may be streptococcus, that may be staphylococcus, but against the this kind of antibiotic, that is ampicillin, amoxicillin, and piperacillin, they are active against gram negative bacteria also. So comes to the individual agent of penicillin classes. So first penicillin is benzyl penicillin or the penicillin G, that is under the natural classes of penicillin, and that is acid labile penicillin. Okay, so penicillin G. So this is the common structure of penicillin, and here in terms of R, there is a benzyl group. Okay, so this is phenyl with another CH2 group, that is called as benzyl group. Okay, so penicillin along with benzyl group, that is benzyl penicillin. So simple is that, and it is having the 2s, 5 or 6, or it is the isomerism point of view. And if we when numbering the penicillin structure, we will start from nitrogen, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so when we are talking about 2s, that is second. Okay, and that is 5R. Okay, so there is 5R, and along with that that is 6R. Okay, so these are generally the optical isomerism of this penicillin, and it is having the IUPAC name of having 2-heptane 2 carboxylic acid as the end. The penicillin G is available in the brand names of Bencillin, Hydrocillina, Streptopen, Penicillin, Benzoyl, and Pentids. Okay, so they are generally available in injectable forms, and sometimes they are available in injectable pen form, where you can inject by yourself by just clicking the top of this pen. So that's why that is Penicillina, Pentids. They are available in the pen form, and it is given in the IM, that is intramuscular. Very few percent of the total population, that is approx 1% patient, develop the serious allergic reaction against penicillin. So we have to just check the resistance power of patient, or the irritant power or allergy power against the penicillin. And it is available mainly in injectables, and along with that it is also available in tablet form. In terms of uses, the uses are generally all are uses against gram positive bacteria. So gram positive bacteria caused infection are pneumonia, that is streptococcus, again that is the bacterial infection caused by streptococcus pneumoniae. The other streptococcal infection, syphilis, okay, pharyngitis, rheumatic fever, it is against an inflammatory condition caused by gram positive bacteria. Meningococcal infection, that is caused by streptococcus species. Along with that, gonococcal infection, infection, it is generally gonorrhea, that is Neisseria gonorrhoeae. Okay, that is a positive organism for gonococcal infection. So these are the generally infection caused by gram positive bacteria. So penicillin is very much effective against gram positive bacteria. So this bacterial condition can be treated through penicillin. In terms of properties, it is amorphous white powder having a mass of 334 gram per mole. You can calculate the mass from structure also. The melting point having a 214 to 216 degree centigrade, and due to presence of large aromatic ring or the hydrophobic portion, it is sparingly soluble in water, but it is very much soluble in alcohol and acetone. And it is very much unstable in presence of acid and alkali, along with its stability in higher temperature. So for this reason, it is very much important in terms of storage point of view, that the storage of penicillin generally comes in other competitive exam also. In terms of viva also, someone can ask whether that is the storage condition of penicillin, and it is stored, it can be stored in 2 to 8 degrees centigrade under refrigerator condition. It is the proper and the correct storage condition of penicillin. So generally penicillin injections are available in the shopkeeper, and you can see that, observe that the penicillin injection, they generally give you or generally from the refrigerator. Okay. So next penicillin under this class of natural penicillin, that is phenoxymethyl penicillin, and it is also known as penicillin V. So phenoxymethyl, that is, so penicillin structure are the same, or this is the potassium salt. Okay, potassium salt of penicillin, whether there is COH and there is available in salt form. So salt form is generally the solid form, and it is very much soluble in water. So this is salt form of penicillin B, and this is the phenoxy group, phenyl along with oxygen, that is phenoxy, phenyl oxy, phenoxy, and this is methyl. Okay, so the penicillin name as phenoxymethyl penicillin. Okay, so when there is a benzyl group in the penicillin, that was benzyl penicillin. When there is phenoxymethyl group along with penicillin, it is phenoxymethyl penicillin in a common name or INN name. Okay. Again, it is available in the stereogenic form. So these are the stereo center 2s, 5r, and 6r. So this is the generally topic for a higher student or higher studies, that is the stereogenic center of penicillin, that is 2, 5, and 6. These three are the stereogenic center of penicillin, which is indicated here. Okay. So penicillin V is available in the injectables form or tablet form also, and solution form. It is available in the Penny V, Open, Penisol VK, and Silicane VK. These are potassium salt of penicillin. That's why it is called as VK. Okay. This dosage form, it is available in the tablet, powder, and solution form. In terms of uses, they are all the penicillins are having the semi-synthetic, whether or natural, they are generally very much effective against gram-positive bacteria. So you can write any gram-positive bacteria that are available. That is streptococcal infection. Through the streptococcal infection, you can write as pneumonia, meningitis, along with the rheumatic fever. Along with it, it is available against the staphylococcal infection, and the staphylococcus generally causes the skin infection. So skin infection is can be treated by inhibiting the staphylococcus. Okay. So other respiratory tract infection, respiratory tract or RTI, it is generally a bacterial infection caused by coccus, that is gram positive bacteria again, and other is bacterial endocarditis. Okay. So these are some uses of penicillin V. In terms of properties, it is white crystalline powder having a mass of 350 gram per mole of melting point 120 degrees centigrade. So it is a potassium salt. So I have told you that the potassium salt is very much available for making the compound as a water soluble. So this is soluble in water and alcohol. In terms of stability, it can be stable at room temperature, but it is relatively stable to the acid due to the fact that it is classified under acid resistant penicillin, whether the penicillin G was not stable in the acid, that generally labile in the acid. In terms of storage condition, it should also be refrigerated, and it can be stored in the cool condition, that is 2 to 8 degrees centigrade. So friends, we have studied about the penicillin, and we have seen the introduction about penicillin, that is its discovery and story along with its structural features. After that, we have studied about the classifications of penicillin based upon whether it is natural or semi-synthetic. Along with that, we have covered the individual compound of penicillin, that is under natural classes, that is penicillin G and penicillin V. So next class we are going to start the semi-synthetic penicillin of individual agent, that is the beta lactamase inhibitor, that is penicillinase resistant penicillin and extended spectrum penicillin, and then we were going to discuss the drugs or the structure of cephalosporin. So thank you friends, thank you for your time. Hope you enjoyed the video, and for any queries you can comment under comment section. I will definitely try to resolve your problems. So thank you friends again.